Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
When it got dark by 6 o'clock, the water has already gone down to West Beach Street, and now it's creeping in a southerly direction. And then at 7:30, 8 o'clock that night, I believe that's when the water met the bay.
We started a unit that focused on making movies that mean something, that have some sort of significance, that tell a story or shine a light on something important in the world. And so when the hurricane hit, and with Brenda being a resident of Long Beach, we thought this is a good opportunity to push into the neighborhood and at least have some of these people tell their stories, and if we could make something out of it, we will, and we did. We were lucky enough to put it together.
Before the storm, I was getting phone calls from concerned family. Ken, get the hell out of there now. What are you thinking? Are you nuts?
Aside from the professionalism of the work, I was so proud of them and their spirit and what they brought to it. And it was so tender and it was so touching and moving, the way in which they created the film, showing the emotions of the people, but yet their resilience and their strength to rebuild their community and to move on. And I think at their young age, to be able to touch that and to create a film that shows that to everybody is very professional and quite advanced. I'm very, very proud of them.
I am from Long Beach, so about a month after the storm, it was still very tough on me, and my classmates saw it, and they just kind of saw it as like a project to bring up not only my hope but everyone else's hope, and to bring awareness to my town as well.
It was fun. I know that might not sound like the right word, especially in creating this documentary, and it revolves around such tragedy, but it was a fun experience for me because it's a story that needs to be told.
The biggest challenge for me making the documentary was probably the weather. It was pretty cold because we started during the winter and ended like maybe a month ago.
One thing I have learned from working on this documentary is that people will carry on, they will thrive, they will, no matter what, they will try to do what's best for them and their family, and they'll get through it.
My first reaction was, they're telling my story. I too was hit by Sandy. I live on the south shore of Freeport. By the applause at the end, you can see that people were really into it. I was into it because they did tell a story. You wanted to know what was the next thing that was coming.
To be honest with you, it broke me up a little bit because I didn't realize a couple of things that I said. I didn't even realize I said. Actually, I think we were in my daughter's bedroom, and we were talking about the fact that when you look around at your house and it's in the kind of disarray that it is, you don't really think about the house. You start thinking about seeing your son or your daughter running around in the house when it was all together, and you don't really think about the stuff in the house. You think about the people, and it sort of broke me up a little bit.
The story they spun in this film was fantastic. They really captured the spirit of Long Beach and what people love about Long Beach, and basically the people that live here are not going anywhere, and they're here to stay because they love the city of Long Beach. And they really captured that in this film.